first 4 gymnasts are warming up and will compete, and then the second 4 gymnasts will have their opportunity to warm up and then compete. With the Paris Olympics having been last summer, there's been some revisions to the rules in the Code of Points. So from 2025 to 2028, there are a few tweaks to the rules, which I'll try to talk you through as the competition progresses. And on vault, that actually means all of the vault start values have dropped by 0.4. Vault's a high-scoring apparatus, so the men's technical committee dropped them by 0.4 to bring them more in line with the other apparatus. Our first competitor is ready to go. Representing Kazakhstan, it's Farukq Nabiev. It's a huge handspring double front with a stuck landing. A really impressive start to this vault final. And he will be receiving a bonus for that stuck landing. Anyone new to the sport, a stuck landing is when the gymnast lands on their feet without any movement. So impressive to be able to do from a vault as difficult as that. Handspring approach forward, 2 somersaults in the air, and he managed to keep those feet still on the landing. You need such power and spatial awareness to be able to perform that vault. A slightly low squat on landing, but does not take away from how impressive that was. 13.966, a difficult vault there out of 4.8 difficulty. Let's see how he gets on with his second vault. This time opting for the Yuchenko, the round off onto the springboard, backflip onto the vault, and 2 twists in the air. Here you see the round off onto the springboard, backwards onto the vault, pushes into the air, landed quite wonky on that outside line there, so that will incur a deduction, but he's on his feet and it is a really strong start. You see he was quite wonky on the actual vault, so he wasn't able to adjust that in the air, and the flag did go up, but still a relatively good vault, and he controlled that landing well for being out of line. 13.449 average of those 2 vaults, slightly down from his qualification, which was 13.65, but a good start. Next to compete, representing the Czech Republic, Ondřej Kalný. Really great form in the air there. A different entry from both of Faruk's vaults. This was the Sukahara entry, so the half on to the vault. And 2.5 twists in the air and a small step to the side. Good leg form in the air and well controlled. There's so much force coming down from such a height. Being able to control these vault landings really is the secret to being a good vaulter. 14.033. Execution score there of 9.233. Execution is judged out of 10, so anything in the 9s is a good score. Chenko entry vault. 2.5 twists in the air. Andre qualified in second place with 13.8, so let's see if the judges award him similar score today. Slightly bent arms on the top. And again, just slightly off to one side. We saw that flag go up. So difficult to perform these vaults in a perfectly straight line. A good block off the table, even though his arms were a little bent. It's 13.633 for the second vault, giving him an average of 13.833, slightly higher than his qualification score by 0.033, so he'll be pleased with that. Next to compete representing Great Britain is Ruben Ward. Good work there in his first vault. Nice and controlled. Had a lot of amplitude. He's the 2025 Scottish all-around champion. And that is a good vault from the young gymnast. Three twists there in the air. Coach is very happy with that one. This is his first time being in a senior World Cup apparatus final, and it's a 13.9 for his first vault. A great start. Didn't look like the strongest of blocks off the top. You can see him shake his head slightly, but he's on his feet. He made it work. And sometimes gymnasts have to adapt mid-air and make decisions in a split second. The Yuchenko entry, and you can see just slightly bent arms, which doesn't allow for the best block, is what we call it in gymnastics, or pop off the top. Still managed to get around 2 twists and saves the landing with a step to the side. 13.366 average, and he's into third at the moment, and it's slightly higher than his qualification score. A great result in his first final. Next to compete, representing Chinese Taipei, Tang Way Shang. And that is an extremely difficult vault there. The Zimmerman handspring at double front with the half twist, but performs the half twist halfway through the somersault. We see Jimenez doing it right at the end, which is a little bit easier. Still not easy by any means, but a bit easier. But to perform it in the middle like that, it's extremely difficult. As you can see, front half twist and then almost a back somersault to finish the vault. Really great. He actually won vault earlier this month at the Varna World Cup, competing the same vault. So let's see if it gets him in the medals again today. So difficult. The difficulty value for that is a 5.2, the highest we've seen so far. And execution 8.766, giving him 13.966. It's the souk with the double pike somersaults, another extremely difficult vault. Two really strong start values. Chalks up the back of his legs as he's got to hold them really tight, as you can see here, to get round. Keeps the legs straight throughout. Couple of steps to adjust, but really strong start values. Half on, pushes into the air, hikes as tight as he can. Quite a large step, potentially a 0.3 deduction, but he's gone for the difficulty there. 13.8 and an average of 13.883 to take the lead. Here are the current standings. In first place, Tang Way Shang of the Chinese Taipei. In second, Andre Kney, and in third, Farukq Nabiev. The next four competitors will now have their chance to warm up. Really supportive audience here in Koper, cheering these gymnasts on as they warm up. Here are the current results, as well as the start list for our second half. 13.883 being the score to beat. Next to compete, representing Chinese Taipei, Chio Minhan. A strong vault there from the 22-year-old. He won the gold yesterday on the floor. Will it be another medal for Chio Minhan on the vault today? A good start. The half on and 2.5 twists, just the smallest of movements on landing. Almost got that stick, but not quite. Good shape in the air. So close to hanging on to that stuck landing. Great score, 14.1, 9.3 execution, so only lost 0.7 tenths. Very simple second vault there, but performed to perfection. Possibly too simple to push him up into the medals, but we'll see. Gymnasts have to weigh up difficulty versus execution. Opting for the Sukahara in the straight position. There was no doubt about the shape in the air. Laid out almost in a beautiful arch shape and stuck that landing for the 0.1 stick bonus. It could be that he's looking to upgrade it in the future, or he's protecting himself from an injury. But that was quite a lot simpler than his first vault, so it'll be interesting to see how that leaves his average. And there's the score, it's 12.433, bringing his average to 13.266 and putting him into 5th for now. Next to compete, representing Slovenia, Beno Kunst. A huge double front there. over-rotated slightly, had to control it with some steps on landing, so those will be deductible. But there won't be many deductions for height and amplitude. Gymnasts opting to use honey or golden syrup for extra grip on the table. Look at that height. Has to actually open out to find the landing. A little bit of disappointment on his face as he knows he will lose some points for those steps. Beno was 4th earlier this year at the World Cup in Azerbaijan. He's made lots of vault finals, hasn't medalled before, so can he do it on home soil? That would be good. Another really strong vault there. And he gives a little fist bump to his home crowd who are loving him. Handspring entry into the straight with the 1.5 twist. A 4.4 start value. Slight pike down at the end, almost holds onto that stick. And it puts him into 3rd place currently with 13.483 average. Next to compete, representing Argentina, is Danielle Via. A double front again, we've seen a few today. And that was a really good save by Danielle. The handspring entry, and it requires so much power to rotate 2 times in the air and just a few steps back to save it. Even though steps are a deduction, it's always better than falling. Falling is a full mark across the board on every apparatus. So you always want to do what you can to save yourself from that big deduction. 13.2 for his first vault. He qualified in 5th place. An experienced gymnast who's competed at 3 World Championships and has earned bronze medals at Pan American level on the vault. The Souk with the 2.5 twists, so much power. Little appreciation for the vault there. Gymnasts always happy to be walking away with 2 vaults to their feet. Half on entry, twist in the air, slight lack of leg form, but no major deductions. .13.6 for that second vault and 13.4 average, putting him into 5th. One competitor left to go, and he represents Spain. It's Unotti.
Oh,
unfortunate fall there. Just didn't quite have enough rotation. Just 20 years old, so gaining experience in these finals. The Yuchenko entry, good form in the air, but just not quite enough rotation. Slightly straight-legged on landing as well. Never nice on the knees. There's the score, 12.933. You see that execution's down into the 8s as he did have that fall, which is costly at a whole mark. Manages to keep his second vault on his feet. 2.5 twists again, this time from the Souk entry. And he's still smiling, hugs from coach. A great achievement to be in this final. Great form in the air. That large hop to the side will be quite a big deduction, but to come back after falling on your first vault is a really good sign for this gymnast. I'm sure he's got a bright future ahead of him. .13.166 for the second vault and 13.049, putting him into 8th place. Here are the results for our men's vault final here at the FIG World Challenge Cup in Koper. In first place is Tang Way Shang from Chinese Taipei, in second Andre Kney, and in third Beno Kunst. Na drugem mjestu NATO Čeh Ondrej Kney i na tretjem mjestu, dame i gospodje, Beno Kunst, Slovenija. Svečana podelitev medalj in priznanj najboljšim moškim na preskoku. Medal ceremony men's vault. Medalji in priznanja bo podelil gospod Saio Bertoncer, član izvršnega odbora Gimnastične zveze Slovenije. The medals will be awarded by the member of Executive Committee of Slovenian Gymnastic Federation and our ex-gymnastic champion, Mr. Saio Bertoncer. Tretje mesto, third place, Beno Kunst, Slovenia. In third place, representing Slovenia, it's Beno Kunst. Always exciting to receive a medal in front of your home crowd. His first vault medal at this level. And in second place, representing the Czech Republic, Ondřej Kalný.
First place, Wei Shang Taipei.
And in first place, from Chinese Taipei, Tang Way Shang. Fantastic performances from him. Some really difficult vaulting.
In honor of the winner, the national anthem of Taipei.
Men's vault medalists in third place from Slovenia, Beno Kunst. In second place from the Czech Republic, Ondřej Kalný. And in first place, representing Chinese Taipei, Tang Way Shang. And here's our start list for the parallel bars at this World Challenge Cup here in Koper, Slovenia. You certainly need strong grip on the parallel bars. So we'll definitely see honey, golden syrup, sometimes squash being used, whatever the gymnast's personal preference is, to make sure they've got optimal grip. The prep of the actual bar as well as what you put on your hands is really important, and everyone would have discovered what their preferences are over the years. We are ready for our first gymnast. He represents France. It's Cameron Lai Bernard. Good work through these opening skills. Just small adjustments, moving comfortably from bar to bar and ending in that handstand position. The oh so important handstand position, especially on an apparatus like the parallel bars. Finishes with a very nice double front, the smallest of adjustments with his feet, so don't think he'll get the stick bonus this time, but he's pleased with that one. Cameron was our top qualifier with 13.733. He earned first place last year at the World Challenge Cup in Varna. He's certainly no stranger to World Challenge Cup podiums on the parallel bars. Can he do it again here today in Koper? He's certainly put up a strong fight. 13.8, even higher than his qualification score. Definitely the one to beat. Our next competitor represents Brazil, Lucas de Souza Bitten Court. Lovely form throughout his legs there. Straight knees, pointed toes, just what the judges are looking for. Slight error there, but manages to push back up to the handstand. Nice through the flight element. And into the double front dismount. An unfortunate fall. Lucas qualified in 7th place with a score of 12.7. Really nice shape there. And beautiful line in the handstand position. This was that slight error, but he managed to muscle his way back up to handstand. Not quite enough rotation, unfortunately, in that dismount. .766. Next to compete from Spain is Néstor Abad. Really smooth there through the turning elements. Great work so far, making it look easy. Tiny adjustment. Really impressive through the Bavzar. Into the dismount, double front, just the smallest hop on landing. Really nice routine there from Néstor. Three-time Olympian, represented Spain at the 2016, 2020 and 2024 Olympics. His highest finish in a World Cup on the parallel bars is 5th. Let's see if he can do better than that here today. Great form throughout these skills, keeping his legs glued together. He made it look extremely easy, I must say, which I do think judges like to see. A really confident performance. And these two really difficult elements back to back. This, the tiplet, swing into the straddle press. And this is that dismount, double front, just the smallest adjustment on landing. Great work. 13.3 puts him into second, and he's 0.3 higher than his qualification. Next to compete, representing Brazil, Johnny Oiro. Slight loss of form. Complicated skills there. Manages to work through them. Some minor deductions. And double pike dismount, well performed. Short but sweet routine there. Double pike dismount, D value. We haven't seen many sticks yet. Who's going to go for that stick bonus? Well, I'm sure they're all going for a stick, but who's going to get that stick bonus, I should say? Johnny qualified in second place with 13.2. Difficult combination there. You can see a slight loss of form in the legs. Not bad form in the dismount though, and just a small jump forwards. He's pleased with that performance. 12.5, so down on his qualification score. I think some of those form adjustments cost him slightly. And here are our current standings. In first place, representing France, Cameron Lee Bernard. In second, representing Spain, Néstor Abad. And in third, representing Brazil, Johnny Oiro. Second half. Competitors are now warming up. In this new code, double saltos ending in the upper arm hang, so where gymnasts are sort of on their armpits between the bars have been upgraded. They're really difficult, but the technical committee who makes these rule changes is wanting to see more difficult elements between the bars. Here are our parallel bars current results, as well as our start list for our second half. Next to compete, representing Kazakhstan, Farukq Nabiev. Just making some final adjustments to the grip of the bar, adding some chalk. Can feel like a lot of pressure sometimes when you're chalking the bar up last minute, but you know that all eyes are on you. Usually a coach would be there to help with these adjustments. Perhaps he likes to do it himself. But you can see he's slightly rushing. Hopefully he can gain his composure before he completes his routine.
Faruk Nabiev, Kazakhstan.
Slight adjustment there at the start of the routine. Into that tiplet. Nicely done. Really good work. Good example of a somersault between the bars. Great through the turns, ending in a beautiful handstand position. Making it look effortless. Double front dismount, a great routine. Glad he prepped the bars as he needed so he could perform like that. Just a small hand adjustment there at the beginning. Each small adjustment the judges will be taking deductions. But I think he definitely got into the groove after that and was pretty smooth throughout. Good work there, connecting those two elements. Great height into the dismount and a small step forwards. In 2021, he earned a silver medal at this Koper World Cup, and at the moment he's in the bronze medal position with a score of 13.233. Next to compete representing Australia, Marcus Caseimento. Good combination there, showing real style through his work. And the double front dismount, he's pleased with that. He qualified into this final in 8th position. And it was his first parallel bars World Cup final. So an achievement to be competing today. That giant swing and this combination of elements. A different style of routine from what we've seen so far. Really good toe point in that pike hold. And in slow-mo you can see just how long these gymnasts hold that handstand for. Winds up into the dismount, double front. The popular dismount today, D value dismount. 12.566.
Is that right?
Asks if that's right.
Flat. Okay, cool.
Coaches can challenge the difficulty score. So that's perhaps what he was asking there. Was that my correct start value, my difficulty score? And if a coach decides to challenge it, the superior judges will take another look at the routine. Please welcome our next competitor from Turkey. It's Ibrahim Kolak.
Ibrahim Kolak, Turkey.
Really secure there. That giant swing onto one rail, so difficult. A really strong gymnast. All of these gymnasts obviously have a lot of strength, but we really see that in the work of Ibrahim. Double pike dismount, the tiniest hop back. Really great work there. Ibrahim took the gold medal yesterday on the rings. Could it be another medal for him today on the parallel bars? He has secured a bronze medal in the past, back in 2016, 9 years ago, on the parallel bars at a World Challenge Cup. Certainly showing longevity, being in a parallel bar final 9 years on. And that was that really impressive giant swing to handstand on one rail, which is a D. Smoothly into that pike hold and into the double pike dismount. We've yet to see a stick. I want someone to get that bonus. Could it be our final competitor? 13.366, a guaranteed medal and a blister from Ibrahim. More than half a mark higher than his qualification score, which was 12.8. So he'll be really pleased, as you can see, that he was with that routine. These mascots are great. Really bringing the positive vibes here today. Our final competitor represents Poland. It's Casper Gancherk. He needs a 13.3 to break into the top 3. Was supposed to go straight up to handstand there. Had to take an extra swing, so that will be a deduction. He's got a really nice line. You can see the difference in style between Ibrahim and Casper. Ibrahim using his strength, whereas Casper's got longer lines and it's more of a technique style that he uses. Lovely through these turns. Winds up into the dismount, another double front, and another small hop back. Not many bonuses on our dismounts here today, but lots of good routines and captured on video. He was 5th on bars last year here in Koper. Qualified in 4th. Really great lines. Very impressive through the turning skills, connected and ending right on top of the bar in handstand. And into that double front. Let's see what the judges made of it. 12.733, equaling his best finish in a World Cup final. So nothing to be disappointed with there. And here are our parallel bars results. In 3rd place, representing Spain, Néstor Abad. In 2nd place, from Turkey, Ibrahim Kolak. And in 1st place, representing France, Cameron Lee Bernard.
Award ceremony commences parallel bars. Medalji priznanja bo podelil odgovorni urednik športnega programa RTV Slovenija gospod Beno Kunst. The medals will be awarded by the representative of our main media partner from Radio Television Slovenia, Mr. Beno Kunst. Tretje mesto, 3rd place. Néstor Abad, Slovenia.
In 3rd place, representing Spain, Néstor Abad. A really experienced gymnast, but his first medal in a World Cup final on the parallel bars. And in 2nd place, representing Turkey, Ibrahim Kolak. His 2nd medal of this World Challenge Cup after taking gold yesterday on the rings. A successful weekend for Ibrahim. And in 1st place, representing France, Cameron Lee Bernard. He qualified in 1st and did an even better job today to maintain the top spot.
Wybacz, zmagovalcem slyšeli gratulace. In honor of the winner of the national anthem of France.
your parallel bars medalists. In third place, representing Spain, Neestor Abad. In second, from Turkey, Ibrahim Kolak. And in first place, from France, Cameron Lee Bernard. Here is the start list for the horizontal bar final here at the FIG Artistic World Challenge Cup in Koper, Slovenia. And we are ready to go with our first gymnast, representing Brazil, Patrick Sampaio.
Nadaljuje motore naše finalne nastope. Patrick Sampaio, Brazilija kot prvi na drogu.
The one-arm giant there, always so impressive. Winding up here. Oh, the Kovac with the full twist, really impressive. And the tuck position, a D value element. Straight Kachev, packing in the release elements and the straddle Kachev. The Adler, gymnasts have to show close bar work as well. The Adler there with the half turn. Winds up now for his dismount. Double twisting, double straight. Smallest of hops on landing, but really, really impressive. Double twisting, double straight is worth an E in value. So he won't get a stick bonus, but he will be credited the whole mark there. 0.5 for the compositional requirement credit, plus 0.5 for it being an E. That Coleman there, full twisting, somersault over the bar. And the Kovac gymnast losing sight of that bar, really having to trust themselves and their spatial awareness. Such an exciting piece of apparatus for that reason. These mega release and catch elements, which Patrick did a brilliant job of, catching them all in the optimal position. Winds into his Kachev there in the straight position. And into that dismount, double twisting, double straight somersault. Great work and a great start to this horizontal bar final. 13.466, 0.4 up on his qualifying routine. He has set the bar. Next to perform, representing Italy, Manuel Bereta.
Manuel Bereta, Italia.
Starts his routine with the Adler with the half turn. Winding up now for some releases. Straight into the Kovac. And into another one, straddle Kachev. Some good in-bar work. Settling into the routine nicely. Adler there, into the L grip giants. Difficult work in that grip. Great momentum as he winds into his dismount. Double twisting, double straight with a stick. I would do that same reaction if I had just nailed that routine and that landing. 0.1 bonus coming your way. Manuel, great work. He qualified in 8th place with 12.7. Will that routine and that stick bonus get him a higher score today? Catching with confidence, you can see his hands firmly on the bar there, no doubts. Winding up into that dismount and that great landing. His feet didn't move an inch. That's how you finish your competition here. 13.4 puts him into second, but a big improvement on his qualification score, which was 12.7. Next to compete, representing Great Britain, Ruben Ward.
Ruben Ward, Velika Britannia.
Great, through the one-arm giant work. Into the adler with the half turn, the D element. Straight Kachev, caught on a nice stretch. Into the straddle Kachev again, lots of height. Tries to connect two releases there, really difficult. He knew he wasn't going to catch, so he made that decision to land safely on the mat there. But will have to take that deduction of a whole mark, unfortunately. Was working really well before that. Just 19 years old, so all of this is him gaining experience, putting these difficult skills out in an apparatus final. Has to regain composure now. Close bar work, straddle stolder into the pike stolder, winds up, ready for the dismount. Double twisting, double straight, and a stick. It's almost more frustrating when you've made an error and the rest of it has been as flawless as it was. But he can take lots away from that, lots of positive moments in that routine, including that huge dismount to a stuck landing, getting him that all-important 0.1 stick bonus. That straight Kachev there. Aim to do this connection here. So straddle Kachev caught nicely into the ginger, and he could see he was too far, so we just added that extra half turn to land safely on his back on the mat. Two releasing catches back to back like that does get you a bonus. He won't be awarded that because of the fall, but he's going for it. 12.3 is the score for Ruben. Up next, from Brazil, Lucas de Souza Bitten Court.
Lucas de Souza Bitten Court, Brasília, Oiro.
Nice clean start there. Adlaha. Here we go, winding up for releases. Works that bar into the Coleman. Good job. And another one, the full twisting. Kovac in the tuck position this time. Straddle Kachev. Pike Kachev. All of the release and catches here. Almost there now, into the dismount. Full twisting double straight. And a stick. The men have saved all their sticks for the high bar final. And I love to see it. It really does just highlight the end of a routine. There's so much excitement going on the bar, but when you can finish with a stick, it really does emphasize a good routine. Really good work there, gets that second hand on and continues the swing with a really good shape. Winds up into the tucked full twist. Height Kachev did a great job coming out of every single release into the giant. No hesitations, didn't have to work to get the giants over the bar. And that landing. Double fist pump from the coach in the background. Much deserved, 13.5. He takes the lead so far. And he wraps up our first half of competitors. Our second half warming up now. Here are our horizontal bar current standings. Currently in first place, Lucas Duza Bitten Court from Brazil. Gymnasts can have up to 5 release elements in their routine, as long as 2 of them are connected. So if 2 aren't connected, then they need to do 4 or less. But if you connect 2, then you can go all out and do 5. So far we saw Ruben attempt to connect 2, but we haven't seen too many connections. Lots of incredible releases, but let's see what the rest of our competitors have in store for us. This new cycle, they really are pushing the excitement of this apparatus even further and are rewarding some of those standout release elements such as a Lukin, a full twisting Kachev. That's now upgraded to a G, as well as the Wallstrom, which is a Hecht, so a sort of hop over the bar with your whole body with 1.5 turns. That's also a G now. And here is our start list for our second half, as well as our current results so far on the horizontal bar in this World Challenge Cup final.
Šeštilje nastopi nas čakajo tukaj v Kopru. Napeto finale se pričakuje do samega konca, na drogu zmagovalec kvalifikacij namreč sploh ni nastopil.
Next to compete in this horizontal bar final, representing Spain, Néstor Abad.
Gimnastičar iz Španije, Néstor Abad.
Adler with the half turn. Straight Kachev. Nicely caught. Winds up for another Kachev. Straddle this time. Again, really good technique, catching on a nice stretch into the turning elements. Winds up into the dismount. Full twisting, double straight. Small step to the side. Didn't have quite as much difficulty as some of his competitors, but a good routine nonetheless. And smiles all round. It's been a busy weekend. We've seen Néstor in multiple finals and picking up medals along the way. 32 years old. He qualified in 4th place with 13.166. Winds up for that dismount, keeping those toes pointed and those ankles locked together. Full twisting, double straight somersault. Just a small step to the side. Good start to this second half. .933. Just slightly down on his qualification score, which was 13.166. Next to compete, representing Italy, Ricardo Villa. With the half turn. And here we go, winding up. For the Coleman, caught really well. Lots of speed through the bar. And the full twist in the tuck position. Big stretch, but holds on to it. To Adler. Showing good close bar work as well. Lots of versatility from this gymnast. Winds up for the dismount. The smallest step back. Really great work. A lot of energy. A light gymnast. Doesn't make any of his work look like it takes much effort, even though some of those skills definitely take a lot of effort. Works that bar, look at the movement. Beautiful shape in the air. And how quickly you have to refocus your brain and your eyes to see that bar and catch it. Tries to keep his eyes on the bar for as long as possible, but it's moving so quick. A lot of the time it's going to go off spatial awareness and just knowing and trusting your body and the hard work you've done in training. Ricardo qualified in 1st place with 13.566. So far the highest score is 13.466. So let's see what the judges make of it. .333. I think we do see where that stick bonus can make a big difference. Just outside the medals. Great work regardless. Next to compete, representing Kazakhstan, Diaz Toybec.
To kończy Mirodaj. Następnie Via Toybec, Kazakhstan.
The full turning Adler, first one of those we've seen today. Really difficult skill. And the full twisting tuck somersault over the bar. The German giants, really difficult. Performed very well. Up to the handstand. Small hop on the dismount. Some original work in there. And cleanly through. Is that full twisting Kovac over the bar. Catches a little bit late, but catches nonetheless with straight arms. That really interesting German giant work. Has to have strength and flexibility in order to execute that. The Stolder perhaps ending a little late, maybe incurring a small deduction, and just a small deduction on the landing of his dismount. Gymnasts have to end close bar elements within 15 degrees of handstand for no deductions. .9 for Diaz Toybec. He was first on the pommel horse yesterday, but outside of the medals here on the horizontal bar. We have one competitor left to go. The top score so far, 13.466. Next to compete, representing Spain, it's Pau Jimenez.
Ženski športni gimnastiki. Na drogu predstavnik Španije, Pau Jimenez.
Really great work there, the full twisting front somersault to catch the bar, high value skill. Adler with the half turn into the ginger. Really complex work from Pau. Adler. Winds up now. Into the triple back dismount. Oh, what a shame. A unique routine there. Definitely stood out from the rest of the field. Really, really great work from Pau. Such a shame that we couldn't see him finish it quite as well as it started, but really went for broke with these elements. Full twisting front somersault to recatch the bar. Successful combination of releases there as well. Had to muscle his way at a couple of moments, but really unique and exciting work. Just 21 years of age. I don't think this will be the only time we see him in a high bar final. And there's that triple back. Oh, just slightly under-rotated. It wasn't far off. To be able to do a triple back at the end of a difficult routine like that takes both physical and mental endurance. That was his first ever World Cup high bar final, so Definitely one to look out for in the future.
Uno entero, muchacha.
11.866 puts him into 8th place. All a learning curve. And that gives us our final results here in the horizontal bar final in this Artistic Gymnastics World Challenge Cup. In 3rd place, Manuel Bereta. In 2nd, Patrick Sampaio. And in 1st, from Brazil, Lucas da Souza Bittencourt.
Medalji priznanja po podelju tehnični delegat Svetovne gimnastične federacije za moško športno gimnastiko Luč Zunik. The medals will be awarded by Luč Zunik, the technical delegate of MIG in women's artistic gymnastics. Tretje mesto, 3rd place. Manuel Bereta, Italia.
In 3rd place, representing Italy, Manuel Bereta. He was 3rd on high bar at the Junior Europeans last year, and now he's making his mark as a senior. In 2nd place, representing Brazil, Patrick Sampaio. He was first to compete, had a long wait, but managed to retain that silver medal position. And in 1st place, also representing Brazil, Lucas da Souza Bittencourt. A fantastic day for Brazil on the horizontal bar.
In honor of the national anthem of Brazil.
Men's horizontal bar medalists. In 3rd place from Italy, Manuel Bereta. In 2nd from Brazil, Patrick Sampaio. And in 1st, representing Brazil, Lucas da Souza Bittencourt.